Hi guys, Paul says, I've learned to be abased. I've learned to abound and be abased. I've learned to have much and I've learned to have nothing. But in all things, glorify God, right? And that's where he says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Once again, most Christians misuse that and misquote that. My comfortable Christians. Well, that means I can do whatever I want and God will just bless me. No, that's not what it means at all. It doesn't mean I go work out and God will make me strong and I'll win the Super Bowl. That's not what it means. It means no matter what situation I'm in, I've learned how to be content. Whether I'm abased, in other words, abased means I don't have anything. Whether you take everything away from me, but where else can I go, Lord? I still have you. So I just want to do a little quick story about Mother Teresa. Now, I know Mother Teresa is a Catholic, and I know that a lot of born-again Christians are not Catholics, but I want to tell you something. Myself included, most of us have been lost in some kind of churchiosity over the years. And I don't blame anybody for what you grew up in and how these things. As long as you love Jesus. Let me tell you something about Mother Teresa. She loved Jesus, and she proved it in the way she treated people. She was in Calcutta, India, one of the most despicable places as far as the poverty and just served the people with a big heart. And so here's a story, but it's a true story. There was a woman that went over there. I don't remember where she was from, but she went to help. I'm going to go help Mother Teresa with these whatever she's doing. And she had, I guess, a clinic or something, and she was pulling people up off the ghetto streets, and they were lying in the streets dying. And there was some old guy that was dying, and he had some kind of horrible sore. He had pus and sores all over his body, and he was filthy. He needed a bath. And the woman went in, and she couldn't do it. This guy's disgusting. Mother Teresa says, "What's going on?" "Well, I can't do it, Mother." So she went in and she cleaned the guy up. And afterwards, the woman said, "How could you do that? How could you? Don't you know he was gross? He was disgusting. I would never touch that." And she says, "Well," Jesus said, "whatever you've done to the least of these, you've done to me." So when I look at a person like that, I see Jesus Christ. And I see Jesus on the cross. I see the beaten. He was pretty disgusting. Don't you think he looked pretty bad when he was beaten? And yeah, the Bible says he was so bad you couldn't even recognize his face. It's even worse than all the movies, even worse than the Passion. It says his face was so marred you couldn't even recognize him. She says, "Yeah, that's why I do it, because I love Jesus." And she didn't complain about it. She just said, "This is wherever God's put you guys, whatever you're doing, whatever you think is this a stupid, mundane task, or like cleaning toilets or something, or I'm just, this is what I do. I'm supposed to be in the missionary. I'm supposed to be this, but I'm doing this, Whatever it is, do it to the glory of God, and do it with the love of God in your heart, and love others as you love God, and you will be blessed." God bless you guys. Ta-ta for now.